moment, Jettas, maybe you can claim your one thing. Was the candle night after the burial or before the burial?
After now.
It was after now.
That was after the burial. After the burial.
Mobile was buried immediately. Now, Mobile was buried the next day, so definitely.
How come you are there? How come you are present?
Where Karimot put herself in trouble was when she said immediately after the burial, I drove Wumi.
Who drove Wumi? Started looking for where to hide her.
Which she was already in town.
And when did your mother leave Nigeria? How come it was so fast?
Because she said her mother leaves after everything. Her mother
so does it mean that her mother left Nigeria a week later? Immediately she came back because of this issue. I mean,
immediately after the candle night, the mother flew from Nigeria.
Yes, the mother also left. So all of them were there.
But all of them, they are aware of this thing. They are aware.
The mother came back to Nigeria immediately.
The story about the nurse is fake. And they must have brought other people out to represent them, thinking that the story is going to
things are not adding up at all. Let us continue to listen. Things are not adding up at all.
Can I come in now?
She's scared.
Yes.
Everyone is scared right now. We should keep talking about the nurse. She's coming out because we have been talking about the nurse. That was why she came out. Why is she not going to that face to say all the nonsense she said the other time? You keep dragging her. She's the nurse. I'll continue to say
anything about prescribing drugs.
Everybody coming out to stand about to talk about this mobile case. No one or two things. The truth is coming.
And you feel no, we have never seen the nurse picture any day.
Yes,
the different picture we are seeing.
Karimot is the nurse.
They have not seen the nurse picture. And if you watch her very well, she's so disturbed. She's very, very disturbed.
She's not
sleeping. If you watch most of her program, she's so disturbed. Even her cream that she's using is showing different colors. She's so disturbed. We have not seen nurse picture. I was saying
natural. You know nurse Felicia or Felicia's mother came out to say that her daughter actually went to Mobat's house. So that's another caveat. A woman has come out to say yes. Hold on. Natural, hold on, my dear. Hold on, my dear. Just hold on. Yeah. A woman has come out to say yes.
So, do you think that cannot pay another person to come and stand as the nurse?
This is Nigeria. Anything can happen. Okay, imagine when Mohbad just died.
That story of
that just went to that the priest. They paid that the priest heavily. So blow this story.
Ladies, let me ask this very important question, please. Let me ask this very important question. What was that other medication they found in Mohbad that you can only get from the USA?
Benadryl.
Okay, so how did that get here?
Okay, that's Karimot.
Karimot. We are
Auntie,
I'm going to inbox you something. I will need you. Probably if you can do it, it might help to do. I'll inbox you because if I say it out now, some people,
Okay.
Yeah. Everyone's auntie.
Yes,
the medication you just mentioned now.
I'm talking about the dairies.
Okay.
Everyone's auntie. I just want to add to what you just said. The medication you just mentioned now buttress my submission that Karimot will avoid those platforms that will ask her critical questions.
Let's share this video. Good morning.
She will never go to those platforms that will ask her about the medications she gave Mohbad or she prescribed for them to use on Mohbad.
Hold on, let me mute.
I saw Karimot's picture on Yeye's profile. I was confused, and I'm thinking, okay, what's going on here? I rarely go to Yeye Kudi's platform, but I started getting interest. I would drop by once in a while, but then I started going there to try to make sense of why she would boldly do that. But at that point, Yeye Kudi was tilling the ground. She was tilling the soil. Test how people would receive Karimot. That's why she put that promotion, not because Yeye Kudi was being paid for that thing. She was testing the grounds to see how they would receive Karimot. Yeye must have been coaching Karimot on where she could possibly test the grounds before she lands. And that
God
is
bless. A million times everyone's Andy. And that is to tell you that the propagandists at work.
Okay. Crunchy Kunega might be no my head for 1 second. Auntie, Lady.
Yes, sorry. I received a call.
That should be, don't say it out, oh. Don't say it out.
No. I'm not going to say it, but I'm going to work on it.
You know that she's a talkative.
Today. Right. I'll work on it today.
All right. Okay.
She said, don't say it. You know she's a talkative.
You know, people steal intellectual properties, and I don't want that to be stolen.
To their own.
Yeah. yeah, I know. You know, and they are sharing certificates.
Yes. Yeah.
Stop that. Wumi people was the one that started rewarding their people with shift title. It's just a game of
They don't copy, they don't make copycat. Can I speak?
To go back to it. I have to that video, you know. You guys. Okay, here we go.
Can I speak now?
Oh, okay, go ahead, speak.
Good evening. Oh, sorry. Good morning, everybody. Can I take back to? Can I take us back to the night of the show in Ikorodu?
Yes, darling.
Like everyone, everybody was seeing the clips of Prime Boy protecting Mohbad on the stage.
Yes,
Everybody,
I saw it.
yeah, thank you. We also saw the clip of Mohbad lifestyle. Prime Boy and the guy before the show when Mohbad was saying stuff like he was joking, Sha. So
Yes.
why are we not seeing any clip? Why did they not dispose all the stuff they used on Tuesday? Why they have to keep it for 9 days? Why did they keep it for good 9 days?
Because they're selling the narrative that he died from an overreaction. That's it.
Likewise, trying to incriminate the.
If you want to go by this stuff, if there was no fight between Mohbad and Prime Boy, that means Mohbad did not sustain an injury from the show. There was no nurse. And wait, sense. 1 minute, sorry.
Okay.
And even if there was the nurse did not came to treat Mohbad. The nurse came for someone else. Because if there is no fight between Mohbad and Prime Boy, and there is no video evidence that backs up that claim, there is no evidence. Because the state are saying we don't have evidence against me.
Sorry.
They don't have any.
Let's go back to the video, please. So sorry. We are trying to analyze that video now.
Can I finish my submission, please? You are just.
Yeah. But you are coming back to the story we all know about.
Which story do you not know about?
Let's analyze that interview. It's fair. Let's go back to this interview. Then when we come back to you again, because you went back to the you are going back to the show, which I agree with you. I agree with you, but this is the video we want to analyze. Then we will tie the knots together, and we will come back to your submission. ìyá Túnjí kò yé wọn. Ìyá Túnjí ò yé wọn. Àbúrò ìyá Wùmí. Ṣọ́mọ ìyá wọn ni. Ṣẹ́rí pé ọ̀pọ̀ lásìkò wọn ni. Ṣẹ́rí bàbá gan mọ̀. Bàbá mọ ipa tó tó. I used to have that Yatunde's number, but I didn't know long time ago. But I lost the number. Actually, I can get it back because the number was sent to me via my PA. Like I said, Baba communicates to Baba via my PA. That's actually this number. I had her number. I still can get if I call my PA to send me those messages. Yatunde is Iya Wumi's younger sister, and Yatunde is the one Wumi stayed with when her mother was so Yatunde was the one that actually raised Wumi, and I think she's also the one that has the beer parlor, and the husband of Yatunde is the police. It's a police. That is the same woman. Bàbá mọ̀ torí bàbá ń gbọ́ ibi tí tó yẹ kẹsàn-án. Because when that happened, and I asked Baba for Iya Wumi's number, my Baba said he doesn't know. He doesn't know Iya Wumi's number. That he knows Iya Tunde's number. And I now asked one moment, Mabino. And what has all this story got to do with what by mobile? What has it got? All this, they told my husband I came to Nigeria to do voodoo, and I have done some voodoo incision on my body. What are this got? Well, me, I don't understand, man. Because to me, what has this got to do with what came over? I mean, she's trying to tell us a family problem. I'm not interested in that. What Yatunde called my husband that I went to do voodoo. I must sing better when she can come. I don't understand. Anybody can. We are almost at the end. I'm waiting for where she started crying and where Kudi started crying. I want to laugh a little bit. This is pure nonsense. I don't see any tangible Why love this story?
Okay, yeah, that is why we should just quiet. At any stage of our marriage, before we're introduction, what's the title introduction? So
pushing me to ask this lady question so as for her not to get annoyed, not to get mad at me. Someone that came to the public to try to make herself clear, and you are now saying stop pushing me to ask her a question, which means Karimot happens to be the boss of the interview, and it was planned or orchestrated.
If you go back to the video where Karimot was sat in her car, Karimot narrated, and it was clear that her mother was there because she said her mother was looking after the children while she was going up and down with me.
It's clear that her mother also came back home. So why will her mother and her and two kids, 4 people came back for 26-year-old that died? In fact, Mama Wumi especially, because in Yoruba culture, an elderly is not supposed to witness a younger one. So Mama Wumi is not even expected there at all. So why did she come home?
Which means something incriminating has happened to their daughter, and they want to come home to.
Was in trouble. And they needed to sort it out.
Set one. Everyone's answer. I think it was on Papariano's platform. I heard Lizzie eyes fall. I hope I'm correct. I heard Lizzie eyes fall saying, I've been saying this all along.
by Mama Wumi. Mama Wumi, was she there? Was she part of them? I don't know her. So I can't say yea or nay, but I know she went home and want people. And if you know the person that was, I will suspect the person when Wumi wanted to throw something. You remember it was from a guy to a woman. The woman now gave it to Wumi. That stuff, the substances they threw in the grave, that woman that brought it out and handed it to Wumi. Is Yatunde.
Yes.
Is Yatunde.
But this same Yatunde was the one that was making a video online that we may have to confess on the blood she saw in. Or am I mistaken?
No. That one, that is Mohbad's younger sister. That is from Mohbad's side. So Yatunde is from.
When we're done playing this video, can we go back to that video where Karimot was giving a description of her coming to Nigeria and taking Wumi? Because she was very, very descriptive of what happened, the sequence.
Supreme.
Also, sorry, I could point. Also, at the candlelight, when we all thought the person Karimot's
mean, Wale come for what? You understand? What could they have told Karimot that propelled her to go home urgently and buy tickets for 4 people and spend over $5,000 to buy tickets for and she
on this matter? What was I on this matter apart from Wumi? There must be something genuine interest that
financial gain. Is the financial gain in front? That's what it was.
Let not go back. At the burial at the case point I want to bring that up from what our conversation Now, before Karimot will leave US, they must have downloaded every detail about the whole story, the whole scenario. Then coming to Nigeria, someone will just leave. I cannot leave. I'm in Abuja now. I cannot leave Abuja going to Lagos without knowing what I want to go and do there. If you tell me, someone arrested, if my brother come, someone arrested me. Okay, brother, what we do is that first of all, tell me every detail of this thing before I will know my next lesson down of action. I cannot just move. I'm going. Not to talk of the US. Before coming from
but
US,
that is not that you know more. She didn't know more. That they she didn't know more.
Okay now. Okay now.
Even me assisted the way close.
Okay. Now let's come like this. Before Karimot leave this in there, why did Karimot just run to Fala?
It's not because of mob. That's money they are fighting.
Karimot had not come out fully. Karimot will still come out because the point we next that now, if from Wumi's side there is no place for her, from here there's no. But he wants to now say, okay, can I get my just as I can't go west as west.
tún ṣe ń bá mú mi Mohbad sọ. Ọ̀lọ́wọ́ mi yóò mọ̀ pé ọkọ mi mọ̀ sí ìkọlù yẹn, òbí tún tẹ̀sán. Hold on. Olúbùnmi, I ban you forever. Go and rest in peace. Koko Shiko. Go to the platform. Go ahead. Remember the good body. It's not a good word. When this your sister. God is always there for you. Okay, look. Look. We want block. Lẹ́yìn tó nígbà tí ò rí nǹkan tó máa ń rí tó fẹ́ rí lọ́dọ̀ ọkọ. Ó sọ̀rọ̀ sí ọkọ ìwọ náà ni màmá bẹ̀. But instead, ọkọ mi ò sọ fún mi kò mú wà lórí fún mi. Dọ́tọ̀ ìyàwó sọ pé nǹkan tó bá gbé wá fún yín. Tó wọ̀ náà gbé fún. Fọ́ọ̀tì lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn àbí mi. Fọ́ọ̀tì ń kí àwọn mi. So mo rà sọ díẹ̀. Kẹ́ ẹ lè mọ̀ pé òun bọ́ọ̀lì yẹ. Ó ti pọ̀ jù. Àwọn ìgbà tí mo sẹ̀lẹ̀ sọ́kọ mi, ọkọ mi lòun farabalẹ̀. Mo gbọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀. Pẹ̀lú ìfarabalẹ̀. Èmi gbọ́. Ẹ̀wọ̀n kẹta ni. I was in pain. Gbogbo àwọn derogatory words. Sọ yẹn mo fún lọ́tò ta ọkọ mi sọ pé ṣé àìnáwó oṣù àkọ́kọ́ kò tó lè ṣe gbogbo kan tó lè ṣe. Àfẹ́gbọ́ ká jẹ́ anybody ká jẹ́ father-in-law ká jẹ́. But I budget anybody. Tó bá ń gbọ́ ọmọ ẹ̀lẹ́ yóò bàjẹ́, ìyàwó yóò bàjẹ́, ìyàwó tó ń tọ́, ìyàwó tó bá dẹ̀bi, kò ní dédé tó gbọ́ ní dédé já àwọn ẹ̀ síta. Ẹni ìwé tí wọ́n ti fẹ́ dúrádì mi kẹfẹ́ dúrádì. Lẹ́yìn ní orí kí. Orúkọ délẹ̀, àwọn ọkọ mi ti mi lọ tẹ́lẹ̀ kan orúkọ délẹ̀ ní ẹ̀ka. Olóyè ìdúró kọ́ mi lédi o. Wọ́n pè é. Ẹ̀gbọ́n yẹn náà délé. Wọ́n pè kẹta lọ fún yẹn ní about 18 or 20 voice notes. Ibẹ̀ ni mo ti wá rí o. Tọrọ pé bàbá nìkan ni mo bá sọ̀rọ̀. Orí ẹ̀ lẹ́yìn ọmọ ẹ̀yẹ ọmọ Nàìjíríà. Àtọ́rẹ̀ wá ṣẹlẹ̀ wá lọ gbé fún yẹn. Bí ẹ fọkọ. Ìjọ sì sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí, ẹ má ṣe sùúrù gan-an. Mi ò kí ṣe ọmọdé o, ẹ ń tọwọ́ bọ̀ mí. Ẹ ní kí sọ̀rọ̀. Mi ìfẹ́ kọ́ ọmọ bíi tí mo fẹ́. Ayọ̀ ẹ lè ń tọwọ́ bọ̀ mí yẹn. Mo tún. It's like some of you are not even concerned about just all you want to do is dragging. You are good at dragging. You want to keep dragging. While you are dragging, you are ignoring justice. Only Joker, no someone. Èyí fún ìjọ yẹn tó sọ̀rọ̀ ájú. Níṣẹ́ tí mo fi ájú ni pé mi ì tí backup tí máa fi evidence mi. Mi ìdẹ̀ ní admit. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe pé mo mọ̀ pé òótọ́ kọ́ ló ó gbé fún wa fún. Wọ́n á sọ fún ìyá Túndé pé mo fẹ́ lọ sọ̀rọ̀ lórí TV. Ìṣùgbọ́n láì lọ sọ̀rọ̀ ń bẹ̀. Bí ìyá Túndé náà ṣe gbọ́ nìyẹn. Ó ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní dá mẹ́sẹ̀jì kò bí. Wọ́n fẹ́ jáde máa bá yín. Ilẹ̀ jẹ́ ni ìyá Túndé ò láyé mi. Tó fẹ́ bàjẹ́ àfihàn tó bá fẹ́ pa fún mídíà. Wàhálà ni ìmọ̀ pé wọ́n ìyẹn gbọ́. If not that I have said to you guys, I won't be in this list. And what I want to ṣe legun ọmọdún tó pa. Lórí ọ̀rẹ́ mi. Tọkọ mi nígbà tá a fẹ́ máa yọ tí àwọn èmi dúró. Torí kí lọ fọ́ lọ́mọ mẹ́ta o. Wọ́n fún mi ó gbé fóònù sọ̀rọ̀ fún sí àwọn èmi ó gbé sọ́mọ tẹ́ẹ̀lì ló tọ́jú. Gbogbo àwọn voice note tó sẹ́ni tó fi bú mi ẹ̀. Gbàgbọ́ tó ní mo lọ ní babaláwo. Ìgbà gbogbo ẹ̀ ọkọ mi ti gbọ́ jẹ̀gẹ́. Be surprised when you see voice note. Lying around. Ẹ ṣáà pé kọ́kọ́rọ́ aláṣẹ. Ẹ máa gbọ́. Ẹ máa gbọ́.
The meaning of that.
The meaning was
you have close relationship with Mohbad before I
No, can I use it? Use English.
Mohbad know you? Did Mohbad know you? You and Mohbad, you guys don't know each other before he died.
Okay, good.
Yeah. You guys don't know each other before you died. Do you know him? You don't even know Mohbad.
To play again, to play. No, ìbọn jẹ́ kí wọ́n gbọ́. Kò ní jẹ́ kí wọ́n tún gbọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Ibi tí wọ́n ti rò pé.
Òkú ọmọ lọ. Mohbad does not know you. Mohbad has never seen you. Kò rí ẹ rí, kò mọ̀ ẹ́. He doesn't know you. Never seen you. So what's your business in this? Kò mọ̀ ẹ́, and now you want me to give the phone to Baba Mohbad. Why? Wọ́n ò mọ̀ ẹ́ nà. Wọ́n ò mọ̀ ẹ́.
Karimot just put you to shoot herself in the leg.
To play. Kàn sí kí gbogbo wọn lè gbọ́. Ọmọ aráyé ló bá ẹni tẹ́mi wò pé ó gbé fòfin. Àbúrò mọ̀ sí ẹ̀dẹ̀ ilé ni ó dẹ̀ ń pe ọ̀tá ẹ̀ lólókùn irú fámìlì wo ni. Ó clear. Láàárín voice note kan ni mo ti kọ́ di obìnrin jáde. But mo gbọ́dọ̀ kílẹ̀ yìí. Voice note yẹn wà lọ́wọ́ gbogbo yín o. Ẹ gbé jáde. Ẹ gbé gbogbo ẹ̀ jáde. In the life of Mohbad àti Wunmi. Túndé ló mọ bó ṣe pàdé. Ó mọ ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú wọn. Wà yẹn. Tó nǹkan ní pẹ́kẹ́ yẹn á di. Not talk to Baba. Baba ṣe ń gbọ́. Ọgbọ́n ẹ̀yin bloggers yẹn. Ọgbọ́n ẹ̀yin náà ló jí kó. Ṣé yẹn kò tó lọ sọ̀rọ̀ ti dùn? Àdírẹ́sì bàbá lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn náà. Ó ń gbọ́ ẹ sí bàbá ń gbọ́. Àmín. Understand. Ọba ó ti dárí pẹ̀lú ìmọ̀lẹ̀ tí mo tọ́ sí. Àmọ́ bàbá ìgbà tó bá máa tẹ̀ kí ẹ máa fi dá ìjì mi mo bẹ̀ yín pẹ̀lú ìyọ̀ǹda Ọlọ́run. Pẹ̀lú pé àti kọ́tẹ́tì gbà kọ́tẹ́tì. Ó jẹ́ kọ́tẹ́tì ní. Ìgbẹ́ yín mo fi. Ọwọ́ ọba pé ẹ̀dá ní jù mí.
Oh, wow. This
Dáríjì.
what a life.
Nígbà tí mo dé Nàìjíríà, wọ́n ta pé mo gbé mi wá. Bàbá mi mọ̀ yín bí o, ẹ̀ ní mi, kí èmi náà rí yín bí o. Àwọn ibi tí mo ti tọmọdé bọ̀ ni pé ó yẹ kí n. Ètò gba nǹkan tó ń sọ. Èyí mo mọ̀ èmi fún. As long as bó bá ṣe máa tèkì ni èmi àti Karimot. Àti kékeré lẹ́yìn. But it took her a lot because when she realized níwájú Ọlọ́run àti Ọlọ́run. Ọmọ ìyá ni mo ṣe o, ọmọ ìyá ni mo ṣe ìjà. Lẹ́bí ni mo gbé o, sámọ̀ lẹ́bí ni mo gbé o, ẹ̀jọ̀ tó bí Ọlọ́run. Dáríjì mi. Mo ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mọ́ ẹjọ́. Ẹjọ́ tó yọ.
What a life.
Ìjà mọ̀lẹ́bí ni mo gbé. We use it so much. But
why all this nonsense? Why all this nonsense?
If you are somebody that has like emotional, even though if you are watching movie and somebody is crying, you will feel it. You understand? If you are a person that is so emotional, you understand, you can't withstand somebody crying and all those stuff.
I think that
it is well. Karimot. Ó ti tó ọlọ́run á mú kí bàbá nínú mo mọ thinking I'm just overwhelmed. Sọ nǹkan tó fẹ́ sọ. Ó ti tó. Nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ náà ni. Mo fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀. Mo fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀. Mo fẹ́ sọ nǹkan kan. Báwo ni ìyá mi ṣe ti gbé mi ṣe pé nígbà tí mo jáde fún mi? Ìyọnu ọlọ́run wà lẹ́jọ́ rẹ̀. Ìdáríjì mi.
But kept the baby, went through the pains, delivered the baby, raised the baby. Whatever circumstances that may happen, that you and your mother, you're no longer together or close, does not warrant us promoting abuse on our parents. This lady, for me, openly disowning her mother as not her mother, she's indirectly encouraging gullible people, for whatever reason, begin to disown their parents. I am frankly against that. That's point number one. Number two, she claimed she made a phone call and Mama Tunde was supposed to be giving the phone to Baba Mohbad. Only a daft. I repeat, only a very daft human being will be speaking and not getting response from the other party. And we conclude that I have told you what I told you when I did not get any response from you. And then take it on social media to be abusing, insulting enough to where they could have stoned Baba Mohbad. I am one of those who empathize with Baba Mohbad because of the situation created by this woman. I came into justice for Mohbad because of Karimot's abuse on very dark man. So if Karimot is telling the world today that she was daft, very daft to have had a one-way conversation. Did not know she was having a one-way conversation, then acted upon the one-way conversation to mislead the entire world. People like me left our jobs. You have come with the truth. We are at a point in this case where we just want the whole truth. Enough drama, Karimot. Enough drama. You're bringing another drama into a movie that is already overrated. Now, you bribed somebody with 100K. I can call Lady Harris. Me and Lady Harris can have a phone call behind. And later on, come on her platform and drop 2 million. The thief, a drag queen in Dublin, a drag queen, a thief, a known fraudster, you give him 100,000 because you want people to think that you're a good person. What are you guys doing? Do you think that Nigerians are stupid? If you want to give money, why you don't give it behind closed door? Tomorrow you claim you're a Christian. Tomorrow you claim you're a Christian. Now let me go to my other 4 points, because I vowed not to really be too engaged in this nonsense. Children playing my people. Now, if you had money to give, why did guy keep it until people started questioning him? You guys think you're playing a script again? Now, what you really need to do, Karimot, you know I don't know. And I don't really give a doodly squad about knowing you, but you need to just take your bloody truth straight to the police. Whatever your sister has told you, whatever you know that can help the police, do. Comfy, avoid comfy. If you know God gave you feminism, if you know that you're a true woman or you want to have children, avoid Comfy's platform, unfollow Comfy. Unfollow all these people that are trying to turn women into devil. Unfollow Karimot, because Karimot is now trying to become a superstar like her sister. This world. Unfollow Karimot, unfollow Comfy. These people are making you all look bad. That's my advice. Now, finally, listen to Karimot. If maybe Supreme can play back. Karimot is asking for forgiveness. In her own words. With her tears with Yeye Kudi. What comes after? That forgiveness. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin abiyamọ tẹ́ bá mọ̀ pé lẹ́yìn eléyìí ẹ fẹ́ gba títè mi ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí báyìí ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sí yín. How can you be asking for forgiveness with one mouth? And with the other mouth, you're cursing other women. You're asking for forgiveness for your bad action. But in your forgiveness, you are now insulting women, abiyamọ, who do not accept your forgiveness. And you're placing curses on them. Let me give you guys an example of these devil people, these characters. Comfy apologized to judge the insult and abuse and cursing. The next day, she was still on her platform laying curses on other people. On platform, apologize to African TV. Following week, he was on another platform getting more lies. And lying on African TV. Brothers and sisters, especially
attention and all these popular things, and people are going to look for her to be following Karimot. That's really is bullshit. Beginning to the end is bullshit. Sarah, they call my husband. I heard Baba Mohbad's on it. What has this got to do with what came Mohbad? When Damola called you and said, Mohbad is Iku, what did you ask? Kilo Shele? I just wanted to say hello. The wife just said he was sleeping. What happened? And you talk in that line. One year for what she hospital, any show, 1 year there's a hospital, Odake on the way, blah blah blah. Did anybody's maybe I dozed off when she said all those things, because I didn't see anything concrete, tangible, meaningful from this stupid conversation, that was stupid interview she said she had.
Kí ni àwọn gbogbo wọn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń gbọ́n pé Karimot is talking, Karimot is talking. Okay, what is she talking about? She has her own platform. Underneath her platform, she has a disclaimer, no discussion about justice for Mohbad on this platform. She has it as a disclaimer on her platform. What nonsense is all this? This is just a time wasting. It's time waste by Jingo Belay. Kilo Soto Koto Makuji Lekun. I want to run de Kilo Sakini Gagwan. Me, I don't have flair for all this nonsense. Nonsense in the other thing. Nonsense. There's nothing moving. There's nothing. The timeline she gave us is wrong. Because she said it was around 2 o'clock she called and they said Mohbad was sleeping and the wife was cooking fried rice. Meanwhile, it was to not. So, Komari Arawo. I don't know. I want to say something. I want to say something. Wait, you know what they did here? They were doing things that they are feeling for Baba. They have abused Baba. Oh my God. Why Baba that lost his son? Why are they doing this? No, I'm just trying to tell you this. You know, these are games. Leave all those things. You understand? All those things it does not trip me. Because when you see the truth, you say, if the person is apologizing, what are you supposed to tell the person that, yes, no, you're apologizing to me. Please, have you called Baba to apologize? Apologize to no. Baba does not need an apology. Baba needs to say, go for apology. That's it. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that they don't need to cry on that stage. Okay, they have done this, they have done it. The many people you were talking about, did you make it online? You understand? That Baba, I'm sorry, this is what really killed your son. No, I lied against you. Or call a very dark man, said, oh, I'm very sorry. It's true you are saying. It's really that you did not look at it in the right way. You did not do all those things. You dey come online, everybody dey shed tears with you. Say, I don't apologize now. All those you want to do, you not go work. Not everybody they work for. Not go work here. Not for us. But we are, our eye dey shine. We dey use the right dey look everybody. We be don't expect that. I don't know the carry last so. We be a. We not agree. We not. Agree. Yeah, okay, natural. Wait, let's hear I.
Just a quick one. So since Karimot came out in the last 72 plus hours or within whatever the case may be, has anyone from Mohbad's camp responded? I'm just asking that question. Yes or no?
I don't know. I think what is my camp? Is Koji not from Baba Mohbad's camp?
No. You see, the thing is,
according to Kudi,
let me tell you what I meant by camp. I'm expecting more you were Gorexi and all these people. Never mind, say the hosts that are out there, right? they have been compromised already. A number of these houses have been promised a lot in this case.
But Baba was
So
on
number of them, a number of it. It will be useful, which I don't think will happen if Baba Mohbad comes up on a Sunday today to respond, but he doesn't have anything to respond to. I think if anyone really wants to analyze this noisemaker, nobody can hear the noise she's making right now as much as she's screaming up back to the original house and then have another interview, debunk everything she said at the time, and stop wasting time with this property. DNA is when you want lawyers percentage of royalty, and it's unfortunate that this guy's career was just about to take off, and they just literally use a scissors to unlife life. They literally, I mean, the guy knew something was going to happen. If you look at a video of one of his songs, you can see that he is actually prophesied his own death. The lyrics indicated he is going to die. They are going to kill him. You see, when they started plying this guy with drugs, when they started suppressing his soul and slowly manipulating his mind, when he comes out of whichever place they put him, he will say something about, I know what you are trying to do. I know you're collecting this thing to discredit my character, to demean my character when you have killed me. He professed it. And in that prophecy, so let's look at Karimot and let's think, what has she got to bring to the table? Absolutely nothing. In a traditional manner, we go to a platform where you have Yorubas, the authentic, caustic, soul dividing Yorubas that are fucked with one thing. Their judgment is actually sort of like fucked. They are myopic, and all they think about is tradition, is coming up with adages, is quoting passages in Bible, when what we are talking about is English law. What we're talking about is what we talk about on platforms just like Supreme Iron Ladies. They don't want to be on this type of platform. They want to be on a platform where they can instill tradition into the process. And I implore Baba Mohbad right now, as he is keeping quiet, and this woman is seeking solace and going to the same platform that champions Baba Mohbad. And that is the irony of this matter. When you find those platforms that traditionally champion the plight of Baba Mohbad for justice, and somehow myopically still welcoming, they're still welcoming Karimot. Now, when they welcome Karimot, and we can see the charades since Friday, and we can see that she actually has nothing of substance to say. Why why are we even wait? I mean, it's a good thing to sort of like listen to the audio, analyze the whole thing. But in that analysis, I want us in this session to think bullet points, just 5 bullet points of what Karimot will ever have to bring to the table, apart from our own selfish desire, our own narcissistic sort of like plight to make ourselves the champion of the occasion, to make ourselves that person who is better than everybody. Now, if you've done something for your family, and you've done something in the life of someone that is related to you, it is not on social media that you come and score points. It is not on social media that we then have monologue. It's a monologue, it's not a dialogue. Because if we want to enjoy Woto Woto and we want to enjoy Nollywood script that is half-baked, we should have Karimot and Wumi having a slanging match on someone's platform. Then we will know the reason why we even have to listen to the whole nonsense. It is nonsense, it will remain nonsense, it's a distraction, and it will remain distraction. Karimot doesn't have any brain cell up there to do anything in her life other than disrupt other people's lives, sell promo, and go on platform to say, I'm coming, I'm working on it. And if you are working on it, Karimot, if you have brains and you're working on something, finish working on it and then come out with the finished product and let us know what happened. Traditionally, the type of send-off they gave Mohbad, based on the kind of way they actually clipped is the last breath of him. And whatever you guys have done traditionally, we saw on video, we know it will never be explained. We know there are cults out there, and we know we will never understand. Critical and in a manipulative way, there will be paradox in a Pandora box. Paradox in a Pandora box. And she is redressing this whole process using every conceivable manipulating instrument to derail the cause for justice. I bid you guys good morning and a wonderful Sunday. And a blessed Sunday at it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Always a wonderful submission. Mr. IT guy, you are always honored. I'm always honored to have you on my platform. The last time you came with Comfy, I got a lot of phone calls, text messages asking if you were okay. But we will talk about that one at another time. But this summation is fine.
Very quickly. I am okay. All I was trying to say at the time is that African TV did exactly that this morning. Let's not castigate other hosts on our platform. Let's not open books for other hosts regardless of their failings. I did mention that whatever the case may be, if you are my own fellow countryman, if you are falling, if I can grab you and lift you up, I will do so. What we need to do is to advise, because Amen did a great job after I dropped off. I still listened to him to say perhaps she can apologize, and if she apologizes, whatever benefit that actually sort of like, or justice that does to the process, fine. But that is my plight, is that yes, she's done something wrong, but it is not up to us to punish Comfy. You see, we don't see eye to eye, but I still believe that if I see my fellow countryman being dragged into the gutters, or someone who is about to fall into an abysmal pit, if I can just grab their hand and lift them up, at least that advice I give that person at that point will be only one advice. And if they decide to carry on, then it will be up to them. And I know Comfy knows what she's doing. She knows the community guidelines as far as TikTok is concerned. And I'm sure she's well versed about
Fine.
punishment.
Sent me something about the community guidelines. Let me quickly play it while you are here. Hold on. So we all will be well informed. It's about.
Yeah. So let me just run it off in one sentence. So that's my point. When we see and we are in a position to help any host that is failing, let's not allow the process to bang them up like Arifa and Veron. Thank you.
Well, to me, I think everybody should. So every action there is a reaction, and you should face your consequences when you do something wrong. You know, I think so. But I mean,
you see, from an emotional point of view, none of us is perfect. You see, when you carry your
what is
that going to do with anything? So because she didn't say that that is their platform now, went to Yekudi to say it, in your own mind, you are seeing that as a fault. Who are the people on this justice that would, nobody said that everybody share the same idea. Some ideas are contaminated, and some ideas are just so nasty, and this is just making people getting so frustrated. Because if Yekudi could not have told Karimot to go on the same daddy freeze, the money she gave that add small change and say, daddy freeze, I beg, take this money, can't come to Nigeria now, but I won't make you host me a live show on your Instagram. I get what I want to give birth to in my stomach as a truth. I beg, do another live show for me. Make I speak the truth, make the whole world know. Because not be everybody where here the first interview she did with Daddy Freeze. Go here, all these are on a corner, come back right now. The first video was on YouTube. Plenty people don't hear them. The same way on Instagram. Plenty people don't hear them. And now they are still using that mindset to judge Baba Mohbad based on him they hurry to go bury Mohbad. Now the same Karimot, now she too bold enough to talk say Mohbad they carry gonorrhea, they carry syphilis, give Mohbad. Right? Something you're not sure of, but you are continuously nailing and condemning these people. Now you're not saying you are sorry. oh, I didn't, I want to play Baba Mohbad. If you cost me, you go catch him. In fact, I said yesterday, wherever you are right now, to make it easier, if you are in your house, look for the nearest socket and put your hand inside that socket. We will not say you are so sorry for what you've done. Because right now, people allowing Karimot to be coming on their platform when she said get her own platform. They are all crazy and stupid. Simple as that. People now saying, oh, I was so emotional when she was crying. Or Yekudi, in fact, Yekudi was crying too. Are you guys, Shebe Soa deal with it? Shebe Soa, you know, stupid people like you. These are the same people that could not correct the host that was collecting 100,000 on the spot and say, hello, Mr. Host, I don't think this money you should collect it too. If this man won't give this money, let her put it on GoFundMe or look for the nearest, beggars on a street to go and give it to them. They all allowed this lady dash out this 100,000. And the same people that will come back later to be castigating that host. Meanwhile, when they were on his life, they could not correct that host. Their fellow hosts as well, they couldn't come out and condemn that act openly. They could not come out and say, this is wrong, it shouldn't be so. In that case, we condemn this act. I am not part of this, silly act. But they did what? They went on quiet. You now see Bossman on this platform as a moderator. I'm trying to connect Karimot. It's like our network is down. It's like, are you? You see, where you go expect to see wisdom? You can't see dirty there. Sometimes you go just, get frustrated. Because right now, people are working hand in hand to persuade Baba Mohbad to forgive Karimot based on coming out to say, I can now see that Baba Mohbad is a true man of God. You see, now Karimot is coming out because Baba Mohbad has been praying so hard. You are just fooling yourself. And like I said, if Baba Mohbad should forgive Karimot, if you refuse to forgive Wunmi and forgive Adura and forgive Iya Mohbad and forgive all the other 16 people in the house or 15 people, Baba Mohbad, hypocrite, you are hypocrite. I am not saying you will forgive Karimot, but if they should persuade you to forgive Karimot that came out openly and nailed you in front of 1 billion people, she's now coming out now to be using, Magomago style.
Okay, she not forgive.
And some people are already buying it. Some hosts that are supposed to be fighting for justice are now buying it, allowing her to come to their platform and crying with her. Now God will judge all of now. Now God, and this is how you know that there's so many wrongdoings on this justice that we are not seeing. But luckily for us, small yansh they open with the Siam. Because if Yekudi, they're supposed to be fighting for justice, what is our reason for crying with Karimot? What is our reason for saying, come forgive Karimot?
What is the reason for saying we should allow Karimot because we don't know what she wants to say? Because she wants to confess her sin. If she really wants to confess her sin, for Mohbad, go straight and fight for Mohbad. You are not fighting for Baba Mohbad. Because
you can even go back to the free
that's what I said. You see what I'm suspecting right now is this, yeah? Now that they want to carry all this begging come inside the picture. From there, they will now turn it to family issue. Settle everything behind the closed door. And be leading the crowd on. Because if you can forgive Karimot, Baba Mohbad, no, you must forgive Wunmi. And when you forgive Wunmi, what next?
Don't forgive themselves. What shall see?
If Baba Mohbad should forgive Wunmi, what is next? That means justice is finished. Case closed. Because if Mohbad come up on the platform and now say, me too, I'm so sorry, Josie, I know I've wronged you, but I'm sorry, na mistake do me. That is the same how these people will now be inviting Mohbad to their platform and be saying, I beg, forgive Mohbad, she has now realized her wrong, please, they will not be crying. The next thing, it's yesterday now, they have been campaigning on other platforms that please, she has called on us, we are Biamoye, to forgive, Baba Mohbad. Baba Mohbad, please, I beg you, I use everything to beg you, forgive Karimot. Can you imagine such statements? So, if you can forgive Karimot, Baba Mohbad, you must forgive Wunmi. You must forgive Mohbad. You must forgive Yatunde. You must forgive everybody when they involved. People say justice don't dabaru, it don't finish. Make them go settle down for house. I will drop my mic.
So, Lady, are you there?
Maybe they sleep now, they don't tired now.
Yes. I can hear her snoring.
Let us sleep now. You see this person here? Good morning. This person just said, how have I convinced Baba on this my statement now? Apart from saying, don't worry,
They don't have sense.
Don't worry.
You shouldn't mind all comments.
Illuminati,
You shouldn't mind all comments.
Illuminati, thank you very much. I admire you whenever you talk, especially when you're talking from the heart. It is only shady people that go against people that say the truth.
Yeah.
Now, what do I want to say in this matter? Is simply this. I will continue to say they are all liars. Everyone giving accounts about the death of Mohbad are all liars. Whether half lie, full lie, modulation of the truth, or whatever, they are all liars. And I think people should begin to see that. It baffles me why people don't see this thing. I always say, am I the only one that sees things true? Or someone like Illuminati or someone like IT guy? From beginning, read all the documents, read all the interviews, correlate them together. These people are all lying with no exception.
Even the mosquito in that house also lied. The air they breathe is mixed with lies. Everyone lies. Everyone comes out to give adjusted truth to what you want to hear. Then the question should be this. And I've asked this question far back in November. Why are these people derailing the investigation? What do they know that they refuse to say? Everyone continuously bash the government because the government will always be bashed. It's like parents to children. No matter how worse children do, you will still blame the parents. That is the problem we have here. But no one wants to give the blame to those it should be. And the public that ought to take their what do you call it, their stand continuously aid and abet people that are lying to them. They see these people are lying, yet they are celebrating, they are begging on their behalf, yet they are saying don't touch them. You understand? All of them, I put all of them in the same box. All of them. From the people with him when he died, from the people that went to the concert, from the people that said they left Ikorodu to his house, all shades of lie. Why are they modulating the truth? What should stop them to say what they know strictly? And if anyone wants to modulate what they are saying, they should stand up and say, this was my truth, don't change it. Then this now brings me back to Karimot or whatever. If anyone has additional information to the investigation of an homicide, you don't come to the public to tell them, go to the police. The matter is under investigation. If you are too far, get a lawyer, do an affidavit, do a video, send it to the police. You have a record that you send something to the police. If the police do not follow your lead, then you hold the police responsible for getting an information that is so vital, a vital information, a critical information, and they refuse to follow it. That is where you hold government accountable. Let all of us sit and even think. If we are police officers and we have a case like this, that the members of the family have given us conflicting testimonies, how are you going to resolve it? Who are you going to blame? We continue to accuse people, but the people that are supposed to say the truth and nothing but the truth continue to dance, continue to tap dancing around the truth. What do you expect? It is a shame, and this is happening to Yoruba people, largely Yoruba case. No wonder late Chief Hubert Ogunde sang far back in the 80s. He said, Yoruba Ronu, Yoruba don't think. They are well-traveled and well-learned, outspoken, industrious, but truth is mostly far from them. They are never truthful to the latter. It's a shame. It is a shame. The same people that say, chase him, kill him, kill him, kill him, are the same people. Someone came and disgraced you in the public. Now goes to the closet to beg you. Yes, we are religious. The Bible says we should forgive. The Bible also says, no sinner shall go unpunished. If you want to do restitution in this matter, restitution is not to the father of the disease, is not to the wife of the disease, is not to the child of the disease. It is to the disease that is no more alive. Therefore, go to the police. Go and tell the police that you've misled their investigation. Go and tell the police that through your acts, you have incited the public to go and lynch a man of over 50 years. Go and tell the police that consistently you've been lying on social media about something you do not know about. Go and tell the police that you've been prescribing drugs for someone you claim never to have met or known before. Go and tell the police that you make call between 8 and 11 or 2 p.m. Now you get the call station, or now you get this call, the telco company, and you've been claiming to talking to people, give phone to this, give phone to this. But when you check the timeline, it is a lie. Go and tell the police that for over 10 months or for over 9 months, you've been lying consistently about a simple matter. She's in America, and everybody claims America is a country of law and order. Go to the police in America. Oh, such talks. And he has said it several times. As far as is concerned, anyone that is involved in the death of his son should be persecuted. This lady, through her action and inaction, I have made this case, I've derailed the course of investigation. She should come and tell people how involved she was. Maybe the drug that was administered to Mohbad Gan, maybe she was the one that prescribed it. She have said in many forums, and I think Nigerian police too, as intelligent as they are, they should gather all available literature, both online, in statement, analyze it very well, and restart this investigation. Because it does seem thus far that we have been misled for more than 9 months on this matter. Because people have given half-truths about this matter. People that love to curse people, that do not have morals, that always like to curse people, have cursed people that they ought not to curse. All because even they themselves don't get that brain to question information that comes to them. They take everything quick line and sinker and continue to fight those who they fought their destiny helpers and they will never meet help. Because why? They did not use the medulla oblongata to access information. Follow sheepishly. Because someone is cursing someone, you do the curse am. Abiyamọ kò sábiyamọ níbi kankan. Abiyamọ lọ jókòó kọ́ lọ sẹ́ńpẹ́. Káwọn bá jẹ́ abiyamọ, wáyé tí wọ́n ṣe rí òkú Mohbad kó tó kú. Kọ́ ti fi abiyamọ gbàdúrà kó má kú. If you call yourself a seer and cannot see an impending danger and stop it, you should go and close shop and shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. Abiyamọ játijàti náà lọ fi bayé jẹ́. Abiyamọ yìí náà ni. And it is always among us. Sentiments rules our rational thinking, rational being, or it's all about sentiments. What if, just as Illuminati said, after that burial, some overzealous human being went to Joseph Aloba's house and set it ablaze? What if he was sleeping and it has been set ablaze? What if he was walking on the street and someone threw a stone and he hit his head and he went into coma? What if they've done something to him? What if they've done something to him that the man has become an handicap? What if? And who was the first person that started this rumor of falsehood? Is it not the same Karimot? She could jump on the flight of over 10,000 miles away and she could come to Lagos. But now that she is to say the truth, she could not jump on that same flight. How ironic. She could use strength, vigor, shouting, like a man that his courtroom has been cut off. Or like someone that the hand was cut off. Could easily be shouting like that on social media. But cannot come and shout like that when she is appealing now. She's now going about giving some non-heads 100,000 to share among their gullible followers. She's now appealing to the sentiments and the emotions of mother. Is that what mother is about?
He do give away in a platform now. He do give away. Instead of her to do the right thing, he's doing giveaway.
Whatever she does.
What is giveaway?
What she believes is she can use money to buy her way. Drill all of them the way you will drill a suspect to get real information out of them. And that is where I'm going to hold Nigerian police and Nigerian government responsible. As a citizen of Nigeria, I'm not a fan of any Aloba family member. I'm not their fan. They all lied. So they lost that right from me. They all lied. They all took information and don't want to show us information. That for me, it's okay. Thank you very much.
The great aristocrat, sir, you were shielding the police at the point that you shouldn't be bashing them that they were doing the right thing.
See. No, let me tell you something. I did not shield the police. And listen to me. I'm not someone that comes out and blame people wholeheartedly. I don't do that. I balance myself. I always balance myself. And this is my simple thing. I did not shield the police, and you heard the last thing I said.
Yes, I heard you. I understand you. I understand your point. I speak because of what Supreme Iron Lady played earlier. She played a clip that someone wrote something on Facebook, and the law enforcement agent saw that information, arrested the person, grilled the person so as to get the fact out of that information. There are so many voice notes out there, so many videos out there. I've never had Nigeria police to have got hold of any of these guys, of any of these senders or uploader of all these videos, People saying they saw blood. People saying they knew about the blood, about the death. People calling names. You know, they never made any arrest. They even never made any charge against them.
Why can't the legal team chase it up for the family? Do you know how many cases police are solving every day? Do you know how many issues police are dealing with every day? You have to see, if you want to carry bucket for head, you have to lift it yourself before police go help you lift them or person go help you lift them. All those voice notices, why can't the legal team compile them together, tie them all together, and show it as evidence to the police to chase up the matter? You see, simplicity is simplicity. There is no big deal. If we talk like this now, some people talk saying we are bitter, you are too bitter for speaking the right thing. It's not about covering the police. The same way they are castigating the government, the same government that asks the authorities to go and exhume Mohbad because of the outcry in one voice. Now they are blaming them. You know why? Because they notice that the voice has now broken into so many places, so they don't leave now. However, I want to do it, make I do it. Simple. It's not a rocket science.
Illuminati.
You know what I
want? Just very quickly.
Okay,
Very quickly. I am not supporting the Nigerian police, and I am not advocating on behalf of Nigerian police. Nigerian police can only act on the information they have, and that is based on what everybody wrote in their support or their defense. That the police, information that police actually have right now is what the police can put out. So all this comment about supporting Nigerian police, we're not supporting Nigerian police. But think about the people that are seeking justice. Think about 26 people that have gone to the police and given their statement. Think about everybody. Think about their CTC and every aspect of that. And you associate it to bullying a baby and all that kind of stuff. Why can Baba Mohbad's team and his legal team not chase after Karimot and all these nonsensical hints that she's giving and pull her in for questioning through the police? So unless there's a petition and you drag something in, if the police then did not do anything about it, then we know where we're going. Pull Karimot in, petition Karimot, and let her come and say all these things she's hinting from platform to platform. And then the police will act. If the police did then not act, then we know we have a problem. Carry on, guys. Thank you.
Saints, let me just say this thing quickly. I think we need to educate ourselves a little. And let me do this little education. Number one, police, members of the police force in every country, they are like you and I. They go about their regular business. Their job is to protect crime and fight crime. And they can only do all these things with intel. They can gather some, but the public give them more of the information. Now, a member of the public reported a death matter like this case. And in this death matter, they gave them, statements. The key people that came to give this statement. And based on their statements, they started investigation. Though there were time lapse. But police is not God that sees everything and that knows everything. Police need information. From the information they are given, police began to work. And police invited 26 people. And out of the 26 people, they narrow it down to 3 people, I suppose, if I'm right. And they said these are the key they had a prime suspect among them. Subsequently, there have been discussions in the public, true and lie, mixing up. People that were not within the vicinity begin to come with cock and bull stories. Do you think police should work with those cock and bull stories? I will say no. Because every... Secondly, these people that reported to police have legal representatives that can we also use their mind, their brain, their experience to find out some information and write a formal letter and send it to the team of investigators. If the team of investigators do not follow it, the lawyer have a judicial procedure to follow to make them to do it by order of the judiciary, compelling them to do it. These are facts on ground. But what has happened in this matter? We rather sensationalize it and turn it to community discussion and say police should act daring. Police do not act on rumor. Police act on facts. Let me also bring something to bear. Look at the case of Arifa. Assuming the king did not write a petition, many people have made many false statements on the platform that among us, we have come to say, na lie they talk. They not talk them again. But nobody went to the police to write a petition to want to seek redress. But because the king, through his lawyer, wrote a petition to seek redress, that was why they investigated Arifa's matter. Problem. We all know their problem. But when you know you have a bad judge, for those who read the Bible, there is a place where Jesus said, there is a widow who has been cheated by her kinsmen. And there is a rich man who is also a judge. And she always go to meet that judge to say, assistant, affect me and avenge. The woman did not say, community, oh, come and see. Oh. She went to make the report. That is the first action you have to do. And even when she get there, the judge did not do anything. But the woman was persistent. This is the God everybody claimed they follow. And this is Jesus, the Son of God, telling them the procedure of getting things done. She lodged the complaint. The judge did not act. You don't want to follow it. You don't want to see that. And it's the same thing with people. There are many cases in front of the police. Yes, your case is there. They might have looked at something. There might be some influence, but you have lawyers. Their job is continuously cry and say, avenge. This is what we want. This is what we want. And they will do it because they have no option. They will say, make we do this before they destroy us. How fine has the lawyers of Mr. Joseph Aloba, how far have they gone to Abel? Let me take a simple matter. They want to send letter to the nurse. They came to the public to tell the public the nurse is missing. Which nurse is missing? They can get the address of the nurse from the police. have to come to the public and say the nurse is missing when the nurse is not missing. So we should always look at things logically, without any form of bias, and get things done right. But what have we been doing in this thing? People always defend people when you are not even there when those things happen. You shouldn't defend. You should ask them questions. They will now come and say, what if on this justice for Mohbad, people for a week continue to tell the lawyer, come and tell us how you've compared the police to do investigation of this matter. This thing we talk about, how have you compared the police, and show us evidence. If on all platform, no other discussion, and they continue to call those lawyers, leave police for now. They are being controlled, yes, but call your lawyers that you are paying for, that you are contributing for, that you are doing crowdfunding for, and tell them what have you done so far. Who among the hosts of all these so-called truth? The question we should be asking ourselves. This is what we should be asking ourselves. And this is how you solve case. And all majority of these people live in the Western world where they claim there is justice and there is equity. Is that how they practice it there? Is that how they are practicing it here? Don't they ask questions? If you report a case in police station, does the person that report the case, don't they have open communication with the IPO, or do they report and just go and sleep? At the thing of lawyers, has the family of Mohbad have an open communication network or channel with the IPO on this case? Have they done that? We need to ask ourselves questions. We, at one time or the other, we've reported cases to police in police station on empirical facts, based on things that we have seen, based on evidences of things I've seen, and that is how you will make old people responsible and accountable. It is not holding people accountable for money spent that is accountability. It is holding people accountable for the duty they ought to do, for the role they are playing, and how they ought to do it well for the benefit of all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. for that enlightenment. It actually brightened up my orientation about how to go around things, even my personal things. I appreciate you so much. So, any other person that want to make a contribution? Can I?
There is something, sorry, let me be. There is something we take for granted in life, and sometimes we associate a system to one and then try and look at the pros and cons. You see, I have lived in England for almost 3 decades now. I haven't really had serious problem with the authorities. I feel safe not because no one is going to come and boggle my house or any other aspect of things, because that is rife and that goes on as it does anywhere in the world. But I feel safe, and I believe next are going to swallow the money. So we now have a system that works in a way, but if you want the system to work, it's literally like, say for instance, you have a family that want to travel from Lagos to Kano, and they have to go by train, and it's a locomotive, and you know you have to buy coal, you have to buy the coal and everything ready for the driver and all the personnel on that train to get you to Kano. That is how Nigeria works. If you want the police to work, sometimes you need to kick them off the backside. It is not the right process. But in this case, I still repeat, there is no petition. There's public money. The public money is sitting there and they are not spending it. And if they are spending it, they are spending it incorrectly. And if they are spending it correctly, they need to get their plight and the driver behind seeking justice right. By now, I believe there should be petitions and mothers and grandfather of all petition. And I know that the public that is funding this process will carry on funding it relentlessly. It doesn't matter how many sands you throw at it. It doesn't matter how many politicians and prolific adjudicator and lawmakers you throw at it. You see, the thing is, if you are doing the right thing and we are supporting you and we are behind you, as long as you actually be, as aristocrats say, you are transparent. Transparency, accountability. Take it again. It is not about GoFundMe. It's not about Wema Bank. It's not about access account. It's about being accountable. It's about carrying the public with you. You've got nothing to be doing underground, because in this country, United Kingdom as it is right now, if something heinous happens out there and they are looking for the perpetrator, you are charading right now, there's absolutely no bounds. It yields no result. Change the narrative, change the tact, change the trick that you've got, and know that unless you carry the public along and unless you issue out this petition where you should, this case is at a standstill right now because we're still following the coroner process, and that is going to, the inquest is going to go through its own process. And until that inquest itself actually submits its final judgment on the case, and they now decide that it's only 3 people that they're going to take lock up or whatever the case may be. Obviously, they have lawyers too. But if you don't have petitions waiting right now, can anybody tell me what they want the police to do? Do you want the police to walk ahead of the inquest and for the police to now be the judiciary, for the police to now be the judge, for the inspector general of police now to now give you justice? Justice you will seek justice, but the judicial process has a lot of the reports they have. They believe narrowing 26 people down to 3, and those 3 people are the people that have a case to answer. And 11 months later, it is still the same 3 people. 11 months later, it doesn't actually seem as if there is light at the end of the tunnel, because we have a tunnel and we think it's a light. Then we're running back because it's a train coming towards us. A train is coming towards us after 11 months. So when we look at that, we still go back to another topic and various discussions we've had in the past. We've had this discussion about Mr. Aloba. We've had this discussion about relinquishing his power of attorney to Muiwa and all that kind of stuff. We've also had a discussion. Despite the fact that he's relinquished his power of attorney to Muiwa, he is still the CEO. Now, if he's the CEO, is he a Mickey Mouse CEO? Is it just a mouthpiece? Is it just an appearance? And he's now mixing this whole process of being CEO with tradition. Doing all the calls for pardon through traditional platform on the Black app. On the Black app. And we're going to go in there, even some, they will speak Yoruba, even some this. We now turn the whole process into Omoalata and Mama Onipomo and Baba Eleron and Legacy and all these wine tapa joints. That's where we are. It is only on platform as this that we come and speak English. It is only on this platform that we come and analyze, not just this platform, similar platform, that we will come and analyze things from an English judicial point of view, because we colonized by these people. We should be using sort of like the English law. We should understand the Igbo, you're speaking Yoruba, you're speaking Hausa, you will be on your own. Now on this platform, if Pidgin is a language that we have to speak, it is a universal language almost, that Pidgin, as far as Nigeria is concerned. So this process is at a standstill. We want to blame the Nigerian police. Nigerian police is just one department out of several in the process of actually getting justice. Even the NGOs will come, even the breakers of this world will come into the process and do their own thing until they know that they can't fight the authorities, until they know that they don't want their licenses revoked, until they know that as much as they're advocating on behalf of people and championing sort of like injustice in their own corner, they are not part of the judicial process. You see, so all we need to do is kind of come together again and now say one voice, go back to Baba Mohbad. If it's him directly, if it's Muiwa, if it's Gurexi, if it's the legal team, we are saying to them, what have you done in 11 months? And what do you intend to do in the next 11 days? Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, the IT guy. But there is something I like to put up here. I like to, maybe there could be someone that could shed more light on it. We discussed it on the platform of Susie for Justice. That can't the public come together and have a representative, legal representation to join in this case and try to do all these facts, all these points being raised that the people we expected to have done it failed to have put into practice. Can there be something of such nature? With the court, with the law recognize such approach? And I heard that, I don't know if I true that Bankole has made in the race, and they made some submissions, and the authority were not working towards the thing they submitted, the evidences they put up. So I don't know how far it's truth. I don't know if there's anyone that will shed light on these aspects.
From my point of view, from a legal standpoint, it is the state against whoever unjustly bites this guy, right? And then obviously this guy has family.
So, if there's any other person that have anything to say, please, you can honorably go ahead.
I have something to say, but I'm driving. I'll be home in 10 minutes. Can I say something, please?
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. It's just in support of what you just said. That's the only way out. Good morning, everyone. That's the only way out. The only way out is to push this family aside. Let the public run this case for justice for Mohbad, because obviously the police settled, like all stations settled. They are compromised, and that's the truth on this matter. And irrespective of the fact that they are compromised, we still have the right to seek justice for Mohbad. It is not in the place of Joseph Aloba to single-handedly seek justice for his son. But it is the place of the public, and it has come this way. We can see that even that family is under a siege. They've been stationed and captured. Joseph Aloba has been captured by, all those that are going about settling stations. It's obvious there's nothing coming out.
To your word. If you say we should do it publicly, yes, the public should do it. You understand? Remember those families that can come in and said, "Is our son? Is he your son?"
That is
so
what
we have the right to do whatever thing.
It is not their son. It is our son. Yeah, that's the mistake.
For you.
One second, Andrea. Let me put this through quickly, right? If we say let us do it, we want to do it.
I'm trying to clarify here that it is a wrong statement to say Omowani. No.
Yeah, that is the point, because Bamba mentioned that statement that if African TV wants to do it.
I want this thing to be corrected now. A person is a citizen of a country and not one person. Yoruba used to say, because we have a right as a person, you have a right under the Constitution to live. You understand? So if anything happens to your life, it is not the sole responsibility of your family members, not even in their place, to seek justice for you. It is in the place of the police to do that. And if they fail to do that, the mantle falls on the shoulder of the public, not the family. Take for example, if Mohbad does not have a father and a mother, take for example, if he is an orphan, will he not still find justice? What is Joseph Aloba doing in this picture, sir, in the first place? That is what I was saying from the beginning. He's not supposed to come into this picture. If we need information, we'll call him to come and give you evidence. This is the fight of the police. And if the police fail, an NGO, registered NGO who has the objective, with the objectives to fight for human rights, will be the one to take charge and fix this problem.
But they have started already now. They are already on it.
So, lecturer, I'm trying to say, if anybody tells you, Omowani, tell them you are sick. Don't say that. This is life that was.
But that is the narrative out there, and that is what.
It's wrong.
That is what. That is the people feels like. We are coming from Babu Bad. Hold on a second. Some people feel like when we say the right thing, we are too bitter. We are against Babu Bad. Which does not. You see, the funny thing is this here. Not be me, be victim of this whole thing. So if I'm speaking my truth, how am I bitter? I'm not bitter. I'm only trying.
You are also wrong for saying this. I'm sorry to say it's not correct. I'm sorry to say you are wrong. But I'm trying to say you are not correct by saying maybe you be the victim. We are all victims.
No. Hold on. No. My point is when hold on, Glammy B. When you are submitting, I mean, on a platform and they're typing, you are too bitter. What I'm trying to say is this here. I'm not bitter. I'm only speaking the fact. Because, listen, what I'm trying to say, let the truth be true. I am not the victim here. I'm only supporting and trying to make sure the society is doing the right thing. I am bitter. It does not make sense. I'm bitter. Bitter for what? I could choose not to even say anything and be looking. Now,
I want to say something.
Glammy, sorry about this. Glammy B and Illuminati. Let's sort of like clarify something. Let's I know you guys have got a little bit of algebra based on what is typed on the comment section. Let's put something right. In the case of George Floyd, he appeared obviously as if sort of a foundation took over the process. His advocacy is kind of separate, and he will reach out to cases that he believes he has the power to handle. And another correction is actually that, first of all, the public may have actually requested for the exhumation of the body, which is rightfully sort of like a right deed to do, which was done. Or at the end of the day, if the public wants to be carried along, it is what African TV attempted to inject into the whole process that was rejected. Compromise, because there are other issues in the background, i.e. 70-30, that actually sort of like killed that particular. And when he has a family, he has a father and mother that are not together and all that kind of stuff. Someone who that now, from our traditional aspect and our understanding in our country, will be Olori Ebi, who is Baba Mohbad. So the parents definitely will be on the forefront of actually sort of like, justice seeker before the public. So don't say Baba Mohbad should not have been part of the process, and do not say that the public has a process of hijacking any aspect of this, other than putting money into the pots, but without a foundation, the public will still not have a voice, other than go on social media and say anything you want to say on social media, do anything you want to say on the Black App or any platform. That is the best we can do, and anything you inject, whichever way you want to do it, is still going to be sanctioned by Mr. Aloba. Thank you.
I think that did you say that you in an NGO knows fully well that his platform will be compromised? That is why he's not going to take up this matter.
What I'm trying to say to you is, if there is a disharmony in a family, and there is a process where you have a
Black app, Brekete is not stupid. He also has a scout on all the social media platform and is listening to all the disarray that goes on social media. It is difficult for Brekete to now believe that he can actually help this man when even his past his power of attorney to Muiwa. Muiwa may not actually sort of like be an advocate of Brekete. So if there is this unity in Baba Mohbad's camp already, then Brekete will not want to compromise himself. He's not going to go in there to go and settle fight for Baba Mohbad in his camp. So you see the kind of case they take to Brekete. Brekete hasn't handled a case of this magnitude, and I'm sure he will want to help. But if the people that actually bring in this request and the question, you are not mentally stable or mentally fit to actually carry on this whole process on your own, you can then hand over the power of attorney either to somebody as it did Muiwa, or you can hand it over to, let's say, a foundation or an NGO and all that, but that is not the case. So going to Brekete is just another avenue to actually see if we can break through to the government. But you've reached out to the government already, but the government wants you to tell the truth. The government wants you to give a truthful account of this whole process, and that is actually even not forthcoming. So what do you want Brekete to do? If I go to a lawyer and I've committed an offense and I'm open to my lawyer,
it is not what is happening really, because we did not attend the meeting between Brekete and Baba Mohbad. And
it is clear that Brekete doesn't want to absorb the case. He doesn't want to absorb the case in its entirety. He doesn't want to compromise himself. Whichever reason or not, Muiwa still remain Baba's attorney.
And I am saying that power of attorney, is it registered power of attorney or something under duress?
It's by law. Listen. Stop saying under duress. When this guy relinquished, hold on. When Baba Mohbad, it's by law. It is literally sort of like a document. It's a statement you make. It can be altered. You can even put percentage on the power that you give Muiwa. You can give Muiwa 30% and you can give 30% with the rest of it. Yes, and it can take it back and actually now tell the world that he's going to absorb it and deal with the public directly by himself.
Let us assume he is an orphan. Where do we start from?
Yeah, if he's an orphan, if Mohbad was an orphan, what African TV came up with probably would have worked. One, a number of people can actually reach out to the public, and the public can actually have a look at aspect of what individual, let's say, foundation actually have to offer, and then the public can decide we want to support this foundation. But whatever the case may be, even if that person is an orphan, there is still an avenue for a foundation to come up and take the case. Perhaps the foundation is a foundation that is known to have absorbed that kind of case, to have solved several in the past, and the public would then support that foundation, and then they put their money into it. And the foundation, then we have his lawyer, the foundation, we have their spokespeople, then we have their PA and every aspect of things, but the public will not be allowed to meddle into that process as it has happened during this whole process with Baba Mohbad. Legal team disbanded, another team coming up, this team coming up and all that kind of stuff. So everything will still follow process. But because they departed, obviously have a living sort of like a family, and the Olori Ebi of the family is the one that the judicial process, the authority and the police and every system we have in Nigeria recognize. Hence, Baba Mohbad then becomes the forefront of the quest for justice in whichever way. He then actually holds the power of attorney to immerse himself into it 100% or seek support where applicable.
All this one to me does not work that way. Let me tell you what I know. Now you see, in this kind of chaos, I see that chaos coming from the angle that this man, the deceased, has a family that is, how will I put it, a family that is not together. Now, for him to be unfortunate to come from that kind of family, I see him to be the same as somebody who is an orphan. So now if we get NGO that truly wants to do this cause, does not need to even ask for power of attorney from any family member together. It is always calm to give a power of attorney to somebody who is not in Nigeria and say he is the one that will fight justice for your son. You sit it somewhere in America. I mean, it is a scam. You see, all stations settled. It's not a statement that is said.
We have a constitution. We have a constitution in Nigeria, and we have a legal process. No. The guy is not an orphan. We cannot class him as an. No, it's fine. But what I'm saying is, we cannot class him as an orphan.
I will class him as an orphan because to him the father is not fathering in this case. The father is not fathering in this case. So I can't see him fathering anything here. So I see that he's like he has no family. Family is not family. He just use my words like that. The legal team is not teaming anything. Nothing is working. So now we want to really fight justice for Mohbad. We need an NGO that will do this. And they don't have to get any consent of the family to fight to see the reason why this life was taken away unjustly. That is my opinion. And if Berekete really wants to do it, he can do it without asking Baba Mohbad to come over. We pack everybody together as suspects, even the Baba, even the wife. All the cockroaches in the house, we are all suspects. Now this NGO will stand and face the police and say, police, you are being paid by taxpayers' money. You refuse to work because all stations settled. Now you have to do the job. By force, by fire, we will hold you accountable. We will ensure that you do that work. Do that work. Return every settlement you've collected from whoever is the godfather or underneath, being evil in this case. That is the work of a true NGO that has no fear. Because you said it as Berekete's platform, he knows his platform cannot do it. But we know one true NGO can truly do this without getting consent from Baba Mohbad. Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. Can I add something quickly?
Okay, Mr.
You see, when we look into the process of law, number one, let's lay the facts here. Mohbad is not an orphan. He has a family. Even if he was an orphan, he has a wife. An existing family. Now, the only reason why his wife could not take full charge is their type of marriage, because it's a customary marriage. And under customary marriage, you follow the traditional law. It wasn't a marriage under the act, as it were, where the wife is seen to be the main person that takes charge of things. Now, let's come back to the case. This very salient example. The case of George Floyd in America. The case of George Floyd in America, you find out that many NGOs came together to fight that matter, and it became a global matter. At the end of the day, when the matter went to court, the family had a lawyer. The NGOs are also there, but it was principally prosecuted by the states against the police. Now, because it is principally prosecuted by the state against the police, the NGO lawyers, every other person, are going to queue behind the state. It will have been a different thing. Let's look at the case of Oriyomi. The case of Oriyomi's mother, which happened in Oyo State, the Oyo State government gave the NGO a fiat to act on his behalf, and that is that man's NGO and Barrister did a protest and demanded for the government to exhume the body to investigate it. Don't forget, the family never reported the matter as a criminal matter. It was after it was exhumed that police came into it and they invited the family, and the head of the family under the customary law, which is the father of the deceased, and the wife were the principal people that made the report to the police. An investigation commenced. Now, the states, the NGOs can only come in this matter if, one, the family goes to an NGO, just like in the case of Bamishe, and say, and front for them, then they are under the NGO. Then they would have given their power of attorney to that NGO, say this NGO will front for us as a family. But in this case, it's not like that. The family had consulted a lawyer before, but the father of this moved away and got his own lawyer. Therefore, fiat will not come to bear in this case because you now have two parties. Which party will the state give a fiat to? The state has to prosecute it. The matter has gone to an inquest, a coroner inquest, which is a judicial investigation into a murder case. Now, the public under the act that set up the coroner inquest, you and I can go to the coroner. We can testify as an individual. We can also organize ourselves under an NGO. That is where NGO comes in this case. And since it's like this, NGO can then go ahead and say, we will take this matter on to the criminal court. However, NGO is not the one prosecuting the matter. They will be acting or whatever it is. They have a right to be interested in it because it is a state matter, prosecuted matter. It's a criminal matter, and it has to do with a citizen. But in this case, it is the family that ought to cooperate with various NGOs to help them advocate better. The family really don't need a lawyer because the state is prosecuting it. However, the family has rights to also have a lawyer to even push their interest. In this case of investigation and all that, just to checkmate. So the role of the NGO and the family really is to checkmate and ensure that justice is served and everything is done. In this case of Mohbad, is it thoroughly done? No. The public now, it seems to be cooperating with the family, where Whereas it is the family that ought to cooperate with the NGOs, which is the public, because they have larger voice to help them to advocate better. The family can do their own, they have a lawyer. Now, in a places where the family lawyer probably say we want it from our police is refusing them. An NGO that is standing for the public can have a bigger voice and say, police, on this matter, you are not doing this thing. They can. So the state, for me, will have to prosecute this matter based on the tenets of justice and the right of the state. However, every other member of the state, through NGO, through individual that want to support, because the state cannot prosecute this matter alone. The public need to come with some information. The public need to call out the state where they see that certain things are not done. So for me, that should be the role all of us should step into now. Rather than saying I'm for Baba and for Iya, no. The role is, we are all saying that police is dropping the ball in some areas. We are all saying that the family is also dropping the ball in some areas. How do you balance it? The public needs to play the role of the public to say, police, these are things. How do you call on the police? Do a formal documentation, right? A petition to them. That is documented. Then police can follow through. What about the family? If the family also feel police are not working well, what do? Through their legal representation, do formal petition and send it to police. If police is not reacting, go back to the judiciary, order them and say, court, make the police to investigate this area. This is how this thing will be robust, and that is how it will be done. We all know we don't have a perfect system, but it is the people that will make the system to be perfect. You know, the state is prosecuting the case anyways, so the state is not interested in family. The state is interested in who killed, and the person, if it's an homicide case, as prescribed by the police, the job of the state is to prosecute it and bring whoever to justice.
Is not ready to act, just as in the case of Yoruba.
How will you say, wait, we need to be careful. We will not say police is not ready to act. You might say police. Wait. Just let me finish. Just let me finish. We have to be careful, because at the end of the day, police is a public institution. The DPP is a public institution acting on behalf of the state, of the people. Who are the state? Who make up the state? The people. Now, if in this matter, police, the people call on the government to exhume the body, the government acted on the instance of the public. Tick. The government referred it to the police. Tick. The police did some preliminary. If they reply you, if you are not satisfied, you ask for that question. If they do not reply you, justice system also give a room that you can go to a competent court within that state to compel them to do it. You understand what I'm saying? So you can only come out and say, this authority is not doing what they should do with your empirical evidence. And with the fact that we are also, it's like you are in a company. You said your boss is not good to you. Is this, is that. You are just talking. You need to do a proper memo and send it to your boss and the HR and the leaders on. That means you have made a legal complaint. So in this matter, because everything has to be documented, because at the end of the day, when it gets to a criminal court, this thing will be checked. Now, for you not to say you are just talking, your talk is not documented. You've employed people that could document it. Let them do those right things. And based on those things, you now come to the public. Like, for example, if Barrister Shitu or Odumosu Chamber have documented all these things we are talking about, you will say, they say. We don't work on they say. Give me one. Give me a document. Show me a document now, as we are here. Show me a document.
Recently, this case
that is what I'm saying.
Case of this, I'm going to give you one now, if you will allow me. The case of the daughter of the judge. Very similar to that.
Of the judge? Which daughter of the judge?
Ajumo or something like that.
No, we are talking on this matter. You said it's not work on this very matter. That's what I'm talking about.
On this particular matter.
Yes.
In her own voice, said she doesn't want it to favor her husband. Is it not enough for the police to call her?
Madam, wait. Madam, wait. Now we are deliberating here. Let me take myself as the police. Let me take you as the people, the family. If a member of the family have said something, and the family is divided into two, has anybody gone to police and complain about that and make a statement regarding that and ask police go and investigate it among the family that reported the matter? Or among the public that are adjudicate, that are protesting or are talking about, has anybody made a formal request on this matter to the police?
That is why I am looking for a solution. To say, let's.
So that is what I'm saying, that we cannot say police have not worked. Until you go through the process. Until you go through the process.
This way, the way things are moving, in this case, I'm not happy. Possible for a genuine NGO like Brekete, I'm not saying Brekete himself, but another one that is truly going to fight this cause, to go ahead without asking Baba Mohbad for permission.
Of course. The other foundation take permission Baba Mohbad before they send lawyer to the inquiry.
Why is the judge in Ikorodu asking other foundation not to come? I don't know. I want to
know. No. You see that matter. Even at the last inquest, the judge is already appealing to the lawyers that let's settle it. And they said they've appealed to the High Court. Under the law that constitutes coroner inquest, you have the right to go to a coroner inquest to make your case, to give evidence. So they have local standing.